y'all? I'm your host, Maynard Okereke, Hip Hop MD, and welcome to a brand new episode of Hip Hop Lies, the show where we take your favorite hip hop artists' dopest verses and dissect them to determine what bars are truth and what bars are hip hop lies. On today's episode, we review the hot new banger that got social media in a frenzy, the new track called Control by Big Sean, featuring Kendrick Lamar and Elec. Let's jump into this new selection and determine the facts and fiction.
One paycheck alone, yeah, I know that shit ain't fair. They say Detroit ain't got a chance, we ain't even got a mayor.
They say Detroit ain't got a chance, we ain't even got a mayor. In this line, rapper Big Sean spits about his city's current state of leadership, or lack thereof. But is the city of Detroit really without an incumbent official? Let's find out. After a term riddled with controversy and a corruption scandal, former mayor of Detroit, Kwame Kilpatrick, was removed from office in 2008. Allegations against him include perjury, racketeering, and 24 other additional felony counts. Former NBA guard Dave Bing, who played 12 seasons in the NBA, mostly with the Detroit Pistons, and also won league MVP in 1976, a Hall of Famer, and also nominated as one of the 50 greatest NBA players of all time, was selected in his place. He currently still sits as the mayor of Detroit, but did announce his plans to retire rather than seek re-election in the upcoming November election. So Big Sean, though the current sad state of affairs in Detroit do make it seem like there's no leadership, you technically still do have a mayor, at least for a couple more months. So we can officially declare this bar a hip-hop lie.
Jail flex to drop a bomb on this. So many bombs ring the alarm like Vietnam on this.
So many bombs ring the alarm like Vietnam in this shit. In this line, Kendrick Lamar displays his knowledge of war. But is this reference to wartime actions historically accurate? Let's do some research. The Vietnam War took place between 1954 and 1975 and was fought between the US and North Vietnam and its communist allies. The US viewed its position in the war as a way to prevent a communist takeover of South Vietnam. The US military used aircraft such as Boeing's B-52 bomber to drop over 7 million tons of bombs over the course of the war. The phrase "ring the alarm" was used during wartime as an alarm would be set off to warn the public of any impending danger. Considering this historical context, we can actually prove that this line from Kendrick Lamar is actually a hip-hop truth.
Usually homeboys with the same I'm rhyming with, but this is hip hop and them you know what time it is. And that goes for Jamaica, Big Crit, Wale, Pusha-T, Meek Mills, A$AP Rocky, Drake, Big Sean, Elec, Tyler, Mac Miller. I got love for you all, but I'm trying to murder you.
Ooh. J. Cole, Big Crit, Wale, Pusha-T, Meek Mills, A$AP Rocky, Elec, Big Sean, Tyler, Mac Miller. In this direct onslaught, K-Dot verbally goes after some of hip-hop's biggest rising stars, claiming himself as king. But is Kendrick Lamar truly better than all these other rappers? As a scientist, you must put all personal thoughts and feelings aside in order to make a true hypothesis. And a hypothesis can only be considered scientific if it can be tested. Therefore, in order to discover who's truly king, we must resort to tangible data and numbers. And the only numbers we have to go by in music is album sales. So let's break the numbers down. To date, Nielsen SoundScan reports the album sales for the artist that Kendrick Lamar went after as follows. J. Cole's recent album sales are reported at approximately 544,000 copies sold, with Born Sinner debuting at number 2 on the Billboard charts. Big Crit's debut album, Live from the Underground, debuted at number 5 on the Billboard charts, and today has roughly amounted to over 100,000 copies sold. Wale's new album, The Gifted, debuted at number 1 on the Billboard charts, with a first week sales total of 158,000 copies sold. Today, his album has amounted to over 278,000 copies. Meek Mill, A$AP Rocky, and Drake's last album sales totals are approximately 347,000, 300,000, and over 2 million copies sold respectively. Big Sean, Tyler the Creator, and Mac Miller's last album sales totals are approximately 378,000, 107,000, and 167,000 copies sold respectively as well. Pusha-T and Elec can both be considered outliers in this equation, as neither have yet to release a full-length solo studio album. Kendrick Lamar's critically acclaimed debut album, Good Kid, Mad City debuted at number 2 on the Billboard charts, with the first week sales total of 242,000 copies sold. To date, his album has reached platinum status, with just over 1 million copies sold. Based solely off the tangible numbers in album sales, the title of King would actually have to go to none other than Canadian-born rapper Drake, with just over 2 million copies sold on his last album. Though the conversation can continue on an emotional level based on your musical preferences, the scientific numbers show that this line and statement by Kendrick Lamar is statistically a hip-hop lie. So that concludes this episode of Hip Hop Lies. Leave comments below and let us know which songs you want analyzed, and we'll break them down and give you the truth, so you won't feel compromised. Until next time, hip hop heads, keep it real.